What's going on, YouTube? Got an interesting topic today. Somebody asked me, what is your opinion on Tiger Woods and his purchase of this mansion? Okay, now before I get into this, now I responded to a video about Puff Daddy, and a lot of people came back with, look man, this guy can afford to get this car, he can afford to go out and get these things. Why are you coming down hard on Puffy for getting his son a 16-year-old, his 16-year-old son, like this $400,000 vehicle, and I just kind of let the comments roll in. But this is what I want to say about that, and I'm going to tie this into Tiger. Just because you have the money for something doesn't mean that you need to go out and buy it. You see, what people fail to realize is they pay attention to the present, but they don't pay attention to what's going to happen in the future. So I have a couple questions for you. Will a doctor, let's say you go to the med school, and you're done with med school and you start being a physician, right? You're probably going to be a physician for 20 years. In that 20-year time period, you're going to make a lot of money. But your paychecks are going to be, you can get up if you're bright at what you're doing, and you focus, and you become specialized in something, you could make anywhere from $300,000 a year up to $1 million a year, right? But my question is to you, are you always going to make that money? No. There's going to come a time where you're going to have to retire from that job. That's the part right there that people fail to realize. They only live in the present, and they go out and buy these luxury items, right? And they buy because I can afford to get it. And then once the time stops, then all of a sudden I can't afford to get it anymore. AKA Scottie Pippen. He's finding out now the hard way. Hey, I was making a lot of money when I was paying with the Chicago Bulls. I'm no longer paying with the Chicago Bulls. I'm near bankruptcy. You see what I'm getting at? So let's get into the Tiger deal. Tiger is getting a $54 million home, okay? Building it on, I think it's called Jupiter Island, right? And they said he's supposed to have this home paid off in 6 years. Now, let's examine that for a second. The millionaires that I'm studying, right, are what I consider the real millionaires. And the reason why they're real millionaires is for this reason. Just because they have the money for something doesn't mean they go out and waste their money on things, right? It says something about the real millionaires is that they actually live in middle-class neighborhoods. $54 million. I remember when Allen Iverson and Shaquille O'Neal, like, I'm a big Phoenix Suns fan, and he had moved from Miami to Phoenix, and he was trying to sell his home. I still to this day don't even know if Shaq sold his home, because the price was so much. People weren't going to buy that home for that price, because now Tiger's one person. What does one person need with a $54 million home? Is that an emotional buy? Is, he got his divorce now, right after divorce, $54 million home. I mean, is he trying to just make himself happy? Like, hey, I got a new purchase now. This is kind of like my trophy now. Hey, I got a new home. I don't think it's a smart idea. $54 million for a home? He's one guy. Why not buy a luxury condo or something, whatever? What you need a $54 million home for? What is that going to do for you? I just don't think that's a smart buy. I don't think when it comes to a home you have to spend that much for one person. So I mean, that's my take on it. I mean, I think it's an emotional buy. I think that especially Tiger Woods, who knows how long Tiger will play golf. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 10 more years or something, whatever. And I know he has more money than God, but at the same time, you don't squander money just because you have it. I can afford to go out and have maybe a Mercedes and a couple BMWs in my driveway, but I'm not going to go out and buy it. Not a smart buy, not a smart purchase. I want to spend my money on something that's going to put money back in my pocket, and I don't want to buy lavish homes and things like that. That lifestyle, I've seen it too many times where people end up hitting a wall. He's already given half of his wealth to the wife, You know, we don't know the actual number. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just think that right now he's an emotional wreck. He's going through some situations, and he maybe is trying to pacify those emotions by, hey, saying, I need this, I need that, I need this. And maybe he may even start back to doing what he did. I don't know. But I just think it was a bad buy, guys. Let me hear your questions, your comments on the situation, and we'll take it from there. So if you guys like the topics and things that goes on in this channel, please subscribe, and see you next time.